Oh, hello everybody. It's Tuesday, the 26th of January, and this is my second vlog of the year 2021. Trust you're all bouncing and things are feeling better for you. Where I live, we've had quite substantial snow. The sort of snow that I used to have to deal with when I went to school 50 odd years ago. And it's a pleasant change because everybody keeps on saying we haven't had snow for so many years, it must be global warming. Well, no, nothing to do with global warming. I think things, personally, because of our lockdowns, there's not so much muck being blown out into the atmosphere, so that probably helps with us getting slightly cooler weather, hence the snow, which has been wonderful, and I've really enjoyed it. Yesterday, for example, we had to go out, some essential shopping, and there was bright sunshine and blue skies, but the snow was still in place, and the way the light, it all bounced off. It was wonderful. Anyway, on to the vlog. Several of you have been asking me all sorts of questions, so I will start with Mary from Berwick-upon-Tweed. Hello, Mary. She says her utility bills have increased by 25%. Do you think this is fair, especially as we're in this period of lockdown, etc.? Well, I have to say, Mary, I agree with you because only this morning I checked my bank account to find that the water bill that is due to go out every month had increased by 22.5%. I have been trying to contact my water providers for an explanation because I've had nothing in writing, no email, no letter, no nothing. And that I find more appalling than the fact that they've increased the monthly payments. But I will wait for them to get back to me, so that give them the opportunity to give me some sort of explanation before I publicly disembowel them. No, it's not right, but it's capitalism at its best, and that's what capitalism does. So discuss. Second, who's this? Willem from Amsterdam. There have been riots and protests about lockdown here in Holland. Are there too many expectations? It's very sad when communities feel they have to riot, and in some cases around the world we feel that they are justified. But I think rioting over the things that have been put in place to help deal with COVID, I think is unnecessary, unless the rules and regulations haven't been explained properly or are too weak. I'm a firm believer if there's a law or a regulation that's sort of put into place, if there are too many exceptions, then it's not actually a good law. And we've had that a lot over here in the UK, that whatever's been put in place, they say, except, bomb, 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 bomb. And I think if there are too many exceptions, it's a bad law. There we go, I'm repeating myself now. Thank you, Vilm, for that. Joanna from Henor in Derbyshire. I know Henor. I had a great aunt. My great aunt Tina lived there. What is your opinion of the rave parties that have been reported? I don't want to sound like an old fart, but the whole point of COVID is proximity to each other, and we're being encouraged right from the beginning to have social distancing. Now, the reports of some of the rave parties have been that people have insisted that they must be allowed to have the rave party, that they've actually locked themselves in. Now, apart from health and safety, if there were a fire, for example, what would happen, I think is rather stupid. And what would my response be to it? Well, if they've locked them in, leave them to it. But then don't allow them to get out. Ryan from Sussex. Right, Ryan says, loved your little message about football and square one. Why do you say some say it's the origins of the phrase square one? Right, for those of you who haven't seen it, I put up a message a couple of days ago. I quite like finding little factettes, and this is the fact. On the 22nd of January 1927, it was the first ever in the world wireless broadcast, as it was said, of a football match. It was at Highbury in North London. It was between Arsenal and Sheffield United. The score was 1-1. And the Radio Times then, because this is long before television, the Radio Times printed a plan of the football pitch and divided it into 8 squares. So you had one commentator telling people which square the football was in, and another commenting on the action. And I just said, and that's why some say this is the origins of the phrase back to square one. I say that because I don't know, but if any of you, I give you this challenge. Does anybody know if the phrase back to square one was ever used or promoted before January 1927? Well, I look forward to your responses to that. In the meantime, I'll say toodle pip, and I'll be back with you in February. Bye.